Hello everybody and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Today we are jumping into a new DLC pack that was actually released back in May, but I just found it during the Steam Summer Sale and picked it up. We have the Ram DLC now, and to start this off we have this absolutely beautiful Dodge Ram 3500. This thing is a beast. I cannot wait to get into this and repair it. It's going to look super beautiful when it's done. So there is, I believe there's a 2-door and a 4-door variant of this. I really haven't looked. I just went to the junkyard and got really lucky on the first try and found this one. So I picked this one up, and this is the one we're going to be working with today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by getting rid of all the exterior stuff. I don't think the step-up bars there are removable. I just want to make sure I get everything else, though. No windows there. No windows there. We have a front window. We don't have any. I guess that front part is part of the body, the grill there. It looks to be about it. So let's go ahead and run over here and clean the interior. Actually, we got to clean the interior out real quick before we do. We don't have to do that. Welder, you gonna let me move? Oh, I gotta move it. I'm like, you gonna let me move it? I was looking at the wrong option. All right, we can go ahead and detail the interior before removing the interior parts. And we'll go ahead and de-rust this Ram. Let's go ahead and get the interior removed. I don't want to get in it with this. Let's check out this interior real quick before we repair it. Looks nice. I don't personally own a Dodge, nor have I ever owned one, so this looks really good, though. Looks really good. We got our panel there. I'm assuming this is the push-button start. We got all the HVAC controls down there. Got a nice center console with some cup holders and a area for other things like change and other crap you want to throw in there. Instrument panel looks real nice. All right. Yeah, I got a touchscreen display. Looks pretty cool. I like this interior. I wish I could look behind me. It would be really, really cool. However, I can just get out and look behind me. This is where the rear seats would be. So I'm going to go ahead and disassemble the interior, which at this point is just going to be the steering wheel and the front seat. And that is going to be that part right there. This car looks good. What kind of engine do we have in here? We got a V8 Hemi B. I got a 4-wheel drive. Oh, this thing is going to be so much fun when it's done. We're going to take this thing to the off-road track and freaking destroy it. Okay, so let's see if we can repair anything. We'll go ahead and sell it all off. Nope, we cannot repair anything. So it looks like the body parts, yeah, they were that bad. The doors were that far gone. So I'm going to go and sell all these parts, and we will be replacing them later. So I'm going to go ahead and get in here and work in the engine bay. We're going to start by doing all the little things, as we usually do. I have not done any preparation work for this vehicle, so we are going to have to do everything. We're going to pull this engine out, we're going to rebuild it on the stand, do all the front suspension stuff, rear suspension, tires, wheels, etc., etc. So I'm not going to have an engine pre-built. Obviously, there's no engine there. It's right here. So is that everything from the bay? I think it is. There's no radiator in there yet. That's where the radiator will be. So I'm going to go and throw the battery on the charger, and we'll go ahead and get everything else taken care of here. Hopefully we can repair some stuff from the engine bay. And looks like we can. We can repair the ABS module, or not the module, just the pump. And then I don't think we repaired the brake servo. No, the brake servo is too far gone. So we're going to go and put some stock parts in this thing. So we're going to need an air filter. We're also going to need an ABS module. That's the module part. And an air filter cover. And then those clips. I believe it's clip A. So in addition to the Ram DLC, I also picked up the Porsche DLC. So I have a couple of cars in the garage that I may or may not make a video on. I'll definitely do one video on one of them. I just have to pick which one I want to do. But we need a brake servo, and then we need the radiator setup. Just type in brake servo. And Radiator A. Well, it would be helpful if I spelled it right. Radiator A. And again, I don't know what fan housing configuration it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be a 2-fan configuration. Yep, it's going to be a 2-fan config. So fan housing B and then housing fan 1 and 2. Just hit enter all the way across there. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and get the brake servo installed and go grab the battery, and then that'll conclude engine bay work until we get the engine out. All right, looks good to me. Let's see here. What do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and get the engine pulled out. Got to do a little bit of disassembly underneath to do that. All right, let's get under here. We got good old 4-wheel drive. Let's remove this exhaust section and remove the transfer case. We do not have to remove this front drive shaft in order to remove the transfer case. However, we do have to remove the drive shaft itself. There we go. Let's move up here to the transfer case. And TC's out. There's no starter in here, so let's go ahead and just remove the transmission. And the transmission is out. There is also no oil pan on it, so we don't have to drain any oil. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this front drive shaft off. And then we're going to go ahead and drop this thing down. Get our trusty engine crane over there. And let's see if we can pull this out. Awesome, we can. Go and put it on the engine stand. This thing is going to be awesome to rebuild. I'm gonna have fun. I've never done a Hemi in this game, so it's gonna be interesting to see how long it takes me to do it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save the engine for a little later. Let's go ahead and start working on some suspension stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the rear this time. Go ahead and knock that out right off the bat. So I just saw rim 3500A, so that means there might be multiple styles of rim for this truck. So I'm going to see what we have to work with, and I'll decide which rim I want. But I'm going to go and get these tires done real quick. Separate parts. Oh yeah, they're both shot anyway. But that chrome, that had like a real chromey look to it. Yeah, that looks like chrome to me. I'm interested to see if those are indeed chrome. Because if those are chrome, we are totally going with those, because I am a fan of chrome. I have chrome on my truck in real life, and it looks really good, so. Alright, let's see if we can repair any of those. I didn't pay attention to see if I could. Well, we can repair the transfer case, and the front drive shaft, and the transmission. Nope, we scrapped the transmission at the last second. That's a bummer. Alright, well, we'll buy that later on when we need it. We're going to need a new drive shaft, front exhaust section, all that good stuff. We were not able to repair any of the rims. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of them. We'll save the front 2 tires in reference for tire size, which let me go ahead and pull these off. It doesn't look like these are chrome, but we're going to find out here in just a minute. Let's come back over here. Actually, we can just go to the shop right now and look. We don't even have to wait. My tablet's not working. That's really weird. Yeah, my tablet's not working. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Wrong game. I was hitting tab, and I was like, why isn't my tablet opening? All right, we got RAM 3500A. Does that mean there's going to be more? Or do we have to do that? No? Okay, hang on. Let's figure this out here. Rim 3500A. Okay. Let's just type in 3500. All right, so there's 2 types. There's 3500A and 3500B. I would really like these to be chrome because they look chrome in the image, but I don't see them being chrome. Did we already separate? Yeah, we did. Okay. I don't see them being chrome. Like, if you look at them here, they're chrome. They look absolutely beautiful, but I didn't see them looking chrome-ish while they were on the tires, so. Let's see what we're working with here for tires. 275 70 18s. Why do we have... Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. The rear tires were 20 inches, and the front tires are 18? Okay. That doesn't make any sense to me, but we're going to fix that. I'm going to have 20-inch tires on there, because that seems to be a decent size. I would imagine truck truck tires would be that big for an application like this. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna go 20-inch rim, 3,500 A's. We need 2 of them, and ET0, and it's gonna be 1,500 bucks. That is expensive. And we're gonna go to the tire shop. We are obviously gonna be getting some off-road tires. I believe we have off-road tire Bs on there right now. We're probably gonna keep those. Yeah, 275, 70, 20 is what we're gonna put. $275, 70, 20. 4. Yep, sounds about right. Install parts. Make sure that is the... Oh, no, that is not. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Why is it not letting me do the right tire size here? Let's try this. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of all the 18-inch stuff we don't need. There we go. It is a 20-inch on a 20. Yep. There we go. Those are what I was looking for. That looks so good. Holy cow. Oh, look at that. That looks so beautiful. So we got a 20-inch on 20-inch tire. Did I not? Oh, I didn't buy enough rims. That okay. Now I know why I'm freaking out. I only bought 2. Oops, wrong shop. I only bought 2 rims. That's why I was freaking out. And 1,500 bucks. Another $1,500 down the drain. Yeah, I don't really care. Money's not a problem in this game for me. Oh, these chrome wheels. But they can't go on until everything's done. So let's get the rear done quick. Alright, we got the wheels balanced. Everything is in the warehouse for later on. Let's go ahead and get this rear suspension disassembled down. Oh, look at the exhaust. It looks so good. Holy cow. I forgot how good DLC vehicles look. Got a solid rear drive axle. Of course, we have to remove the brake disc before we access that. I thought there was a wheel hubcap cover or something there, but I was wrong. All right, let's see here. We got to do the good old leaf spring U-bolts. I think the next thing this game needs is alignments. We need alignments in this game. Once we get those, this game will be really fun. We need alignments. We need gaskets. We honestly need more electrical stuff. That's something this game's missing a lot of, is electrical. We need like modules, like the, PCM, ECM, all that good stuff. And of course I forget the rear axle knuckle housings. And then the leaf spring rear drive axle. That is the rear suspension disassembled. And now we just fan the crap out of everything. And put it back. Rinse and repeat. See what else we need to add to our list. So far, we don't have to add anything. What about solid rear drive axles? Well, of course, we got to add those. So let's go to our parts list here. I'm going to add 2 of those. I'm just going to add the quantity we need on there. I know we're going to need a fuel tank at some point, so we'll add that in there. We only need 1 of those. Leaf springs got completely repaired. I'll go ahead and add some rubber bushings. I'll know those are for the leaf springs. How about leaf spring plates? We're going to need 2 of those. Let's see what we can get put on over here before we actually have to go to the shop. Just a couple things, I think. Yeah, that's about as far as we can go. So let's go ahead and go to the shop. Get some parts here. We need a fuel tank. We might as well pick up a fuel pump while we are here because we are going to need that. A fuel filter. Well, I just bought a fuel filter. Okay. We're going to need that. Small rubber bushings. I'll go ahead and check and see what we need for... Oh, I just bought 4... Why did I just buy 4 leaf spring plates? Son of a gun. Alright, let's open up the inventory here. Let's see if we need any of these bolts. We need 1 bolt. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, I bought 4 plates. That's, we didn't need that many. So, it's just some... extra parts that goes in the warehouse till we, have another vehicle that comes in that uses leaf spring plates. And we can throw that on there. Solid rear drive axle. And then, of course, brake disc. We're gonna have to go to the shop and buy those. Dang, I forgot how simple these rear suspensions are on trucks. That was fast. Let's go ahead and get this one finished off. The front is the extravagant one that's got all the bits and pieces on it. And let's grab this bushing. Grab this bushing. Let's get this fuel tank done. Why can I not zoom out? There we go. Well, I just need my camera to not be like right up on the part game. Alright, fuel tank is installed. Let's see here. We just have this solid axle over here, and then we got to go to the shop, pick up some brake components. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Regular brake pads, or brake discs. We're also going to need brake pads, and I don't know about calipers, so we'll just have to play it by sight here in just a second here. So we don't need any calipers, and we don't need any pistons. That is awesome. And there's the wheels. Oh, we can put the rear wheels on. We can see how beautiful these are going to look here in just a minute. I'm thinking about progressing my expert game up to this point so that I can start playing on expert, because as much as I love having all the bolts and stuff outlined where they go, it's I kind of feel like that would be a lot more of an enjoyable experience, at least for me, having to kind of rotate around to get bolts and stuff in. But alright, rear suspension is done. Let me go ahead and save my game real quick, and let's run in here to the warehouse. I want to get these tires on the rear because I want to see where are my tires from 3500A. I want to see how these look on the truck. Oh my goodness, I haven't even bolted them up and I'm already freaking in love. Oh, that chrome. Oh, that chrome looks so good. Obviously looks blurry, but because it's a video game. But oh, that looks so good. I love chrome. I love chrome a lot. Okay, let's get the other side on here, and then we got to go to the front. Oh man, I'm in love. I am in love. That looks good. Okay. Let's go ahead and repair anything. Obviously, we can't repair anything. We don't need to sell the fuel filter or the leaf spring plate, so we're going to go ahead and sell parts. Up to about 76% is probably overkill, but leaf spring plates, I'm going to go ahead and just sell these off. I mean, what the heck. We got the fuel filter. Let's go ahead and knock the rear... Excuse me. Let's go ahead and knock the front suspension out. We've already done the rear suspension. Let's go ahead and knock this front suspension out, and then we will go ahead and get working on the engine bay. And the cross member. Alright, that is it for the front suspension. Let's go ahead and get these parts repaired. Oh, what did we break at the very last second? Seriously? It was at 1%, whatever it was. I don't know. Whatever. I can already see a few parts that did not make the cut, like this front drive axle didn't make the cut, so let's go ahead and open up the shopping list. Let's go ahead and clear it. Front drive axle D, that needs to go on the list. How about front steering knuckles? Good, both those got repaired. I love it when those get fixed. We need a front axle knuckle cover. Let's go ahead and get this one on. How about the cross member? Oh man, all the major components are good. Suspension arms are not good, unfortunately. Fortunately. At least the bottom suspension arms aren't. One upper needs to be replaced. We're going to need probably a new steering rack unless it got fixed. Oh, we're going to need steering rack. What about wheel hubs? We're going to need wheel hubs. that's about as far in as I can go without having to get parts. And I obviously need bushings, so I don't need to buy. This one's going to be 4, 8, 12. Probably 12 bushings, I think, on this sucker. And then, of course, tie rods, and I believe that's a sway bar B. Let me just get this sway bar here. Yeah, let's buy that while we're at it. And then I don't know what kind of end links it uses, but let's get our shopping list up here so I know what I'm buying. Front drive axle D. Generic front axle knuckle cover. Just regular bottom suspension arms. Upper suspension arm. Front wheel hub. We need 2 of those. Rubber bushings. Times 12. And then a front sway bar B. I'm going to say it's end-link Bs, so I'm going to go and pick those up. Boo-hoo if I get the wrong ones. We're going to need inner and outer tie rods, and then we're going to go ahead and pick up the ventilated brakes and the pads while we're here as well, because I know we're going to need those for sure. And we're also going to need some hub bearings, so let me go ahead and grab those. Wheel hub bearings. We're not going to need hub caps on this one. We're going to need axles, so I have to go figure out, number one, if the axles need to be replaced, which I can't replace them if I don't have the front drive axle in there. And we don't even have to replace those anyway, so that's good. Okay. Just assemble this crap now at this point. And crap, I forgot struts, but that's okay. Get that in a second. I think it's just going to be double wishbones. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab those real quick. Doug. Shout out to Doug. If you're watching this, your name is Doug. There you go. You got your shout out. And then we need a cap as well. Front shock absorber cap. Times 2. We'll get those done here in just a second. And I bet correctly, we got the sway bar and link B. Get this side done. Up until the shock absorbs. Let me go ahead and start getting this side assembled, and then we'll do the shocks. All right, spring puller time. Just gonna go ahead and join these up. Not even gonna worry about separating the other ones. That looks so good. Haven't even finished yet, and I'm already falling in love with this truck. What's the next DLC we need up in this game here? We've got Ford already. We've got Ram. We've got Dodge. Which, is Dodge and Ram the same company? I'm not sure. Or is just Ram just another brand that's owned by Dodge? But we've got Ford, we've got Dodge, which is like the Charger and all that stuff. We've got Ram, we have Porsche. There's a lot of other little ones. Jeep. I haven't done Jeep yet. That's one we got to do. And the front drive shaft, I believe, is in the storage over here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Get that out. If I remember correctly, it's in here. It's going to be in project parts. Transfer case and the front drive shaft. And we're going to need these. What the heck are these? Those are obviously pre-assembled double wishbones. And that's I believe that's a pre-built dual overhead cam supercharged V8. I don't know what the heck that was for. I'll have to figure that out later. Let's get these wheels on. Looks super, super good. And after this, crap. I thought I had all the parts. We're gonna need a caliper. I'm gonna go ahead and just buy a cylinder, screw it if we don't need one. And we actually needed one, so that was good I bought one. I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. Then we just have an engine to build, and the interior and the exterior, and then we're gonna take this thing to the off-road track, and we're gonna see what this thing can do. Alright, it is time to do the engine. There's really nothing more I can do under the vehicle other than exhaust components until the engine is back in. So we have a lot of disassembly to do and a lot of repairing and purchasing of new parts. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into this engine. It's probably going to take me a little bit longer to do this one because I have never done it before. I need to get to the timing chain there. Oh, is this a in-cam? Huh. Oh, this is a pushrod engine. Cool. I was like, wait, hold on a second. That's a camshaft in the engine. That's a pushrod engine. That's awesome. Valve pushrod. Looks like it's just a 2-valve though. Oh man, we got 2 spark plugs. Nice. If this was a diesel engine, we would not have spark plugs, but this doesn't look like a diesel. Diesel don't need spark plugs to work. All right, let's pull these heads off. Surprisingly, there's no head bolts, which is weird. I'm gonna go ahead and get this back part disassembled here. Probably reassemble it while it's on the vehicle. All right, we got the crankshaft. We got to flip this thing over now. I don't think there's anything else we can do up here. And now we just got to remove pistons, which it looks like most of these. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing holding that crankshaft in. Realistically, the crankshaft would have fallen out. There's no main bearing caps on there at all. Well, that was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more disassembly, but that thing was pretty bare bones. Here's the question. We cannot repair the block. That was the question I was going to ask. Is the block repairable? It is not. What kind of block are we working with here? We're working with a V8 OHVL. So we got to go to the shop here. We got to buy a V8 OHVL. That looks like it. I was going to say, is there a performance block for it? I don't think they have performance blocks. Nope, they don't have performance blocks. Okay. We'll just go with a regular schmegular block here. I believe our crank was repaired. Yes, it was. And we're gonna have to go to the shop and buy some pistons, I believe. Yeah, so these are V8 OHVC pistons. What kind of rings do these take? Just out of curiosity. Hopefully just regular piston rings. Okay, so OHVC piston rings. Okay. So I gotta be careful that I buy the right part here. Piston with Conrad V8 OHVC. I need 8 of them. And then piston ring V8 OHVCs. I need 8 of those. I'm gonna need spark plugs. I believe I'm gonna need 16 of them because there's 8 per side. And then we're gonna need some caps. Crankshaft bearing cap. I think there was 3 of them. We're going to need rod caps. Why am I not seeing rod caps in here? Rod cap. I didn't see those in there for whatever reason. I maybe wasn't looking hard enough, or I just kept missing it, but I honestly didn't see those. Okay. Let's get these pistons installed here. This engine done. Can't wait to see this thing when it's complete. It's going to look absolutely stunning. Do I need any more bearing caps, or did I buy enough? I bought enough. Good, okay. Alright, that works for me. Most of these V8 engines, actually every V8 engine I've worked with in this game has 3 bearing caps, so that's a good constant that they've kept so far. Because the second they go to like 4 or 5, or in some cases some of the smaller engines only have 2, it's really confusing, and I always buy the wrong amount. Alright, we got an oil pan V8 OHVG. What kind of oil filter are we working with here? V8 OHVG. Let me go ahead and check the oil filter. It's going to be a V8 oil filter. Let me go ahead and just buy that while I'm here. And flip this thing up so that it is facing the correct direction, and the heads are both. We can actually go ahead and delete all those parts. We don't need those that list anymore. I would like to go to add parts, for crying out loud. Yeah, there's no bolts for the head. That's a new thing there. Obviously gonna need some spark plugs in each of these little spark plug wells. And then this valve train is probably gonna be like just a rocker assembly with like these bolts here. This are probably gonna be for the valve covers if I had to guess. Those outer bolt holes are for the valve covers. Alright, we need OHVF push rods. So let's go ahead and buy those. I believe we need... That's probably the wrong amount. I'm gonna buy 8 to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need 8 more. Let's get these installed here. Yeah, I have a feeling the rocker arm assembly is just gonna be one whole assembly. Let's get that fuel filter installed while we're here. Yep, we got rocker arms V8 OHVG. It's the first time I've used these parts. V8 OHVG. We're gonna need 2 of them, as we have two heads to work with here. This is the rocker arm assembly that I like. Just putting the part in and bolting it up. Boom, it's done. Just like that. On like the other overhead valve pushrod engines, you have like one valve and then a rocker arm. A valve, a rocker arm. You have to do that like 8 times on each head. And I'm gonna have to move my screen here because I can't see where these last parts are because the light shining in my face. There's that plug, and this one, and this head is just about done except for the valve covers. Oh, what am I missing here? I'm missing a push rod, and of course I'm missing the rocker arm assembly here. That's cool. I like that. Alright, we have a head cover B and a head cover A for the V8 OHVG. V8, that's A. And that is B. So those are our head covers. Now let's find out if these are going to have ignition coils or if they're just going to have spark plug wires. Or if they're not going to have any at all. We'll find out here in a second. Okay, they do have ignition coils. Okay. Yeah, this is obviously a gasoline engine. And we need 8 ignition coil V8 OHVGs. So we can actually stay in this screen. We got 8 of those. And let's pop over to this side. Get these 4 done. Okay, what kind of exhaust manifolds are we working with here? I'm going to go and put headers on this thing. We're going to go, it's V8 OHVG. Let's see if they have performance headers in the tuning shop here. OHVG. I do not believe they do. Let me just verify real quick. Nope, they do not. Okay. They have ignition coils, but they don't have exhaust manifolds. Or exhaust headers. Okay. That's fine. We'll go and put stock manifolds on. Let's pop over to this side, and then we just have the upper end to do. So we got an intake manifold, the V8OHVL. Let's see here. It's going to be I intake manifold, L, there it is. Yep, Dodge. Even has the logo. Bolt this thing down. Wonder where the throttle's gonna go. Oh, right there. Alright, we got 2 DI fuel rails and a V6B throttle. So let's go ahead and pick up the fuel rail DI, wherever those are. V10. Oh, that's a Porsche. Okay. That makes sense. Dang, V10 Porsche. We're going to have to build that. No, V6B throttle. Where are you? B6B or V6B? I think it's going to be a B6B. No, that's a Porsche. There it is, V6B. Okay. I'm not looking hard enough. Oh, of course we got to do the front end too. I completely forgot about that. We got to get an engine cover here. Engine cover V8 OHVL. There we go. We got a 5.7 liter V8. Oh man, look at that chrome finish on that too. That looks good. All right, let's get this thing finished. We need a camshaft. I don't think this one got fixed, so I don't think you can repair a camshaft. We need a OHVC cam here. I'm going to be a little more specific. V8 OHVC. Go ahead and throw this in. It's going to be a cam gear. We probably didn't repair that, yeah. Probably that one right there is what we're going to need. Timing chain OHVF. It's an actual chain and not a belt. I like that. I like the how the overhead cam chains look. How they kind of run up the side of the block up to the heads. We got a OHVL. Let's go ahead and make a list. I'm just going to go buy all this right off the bat at the store here, so I don't have to keep backing in and out. We'll buy that for there. We'll go ahead and buy an auto roller A. You need a water pump. This one's going to be a V8 OHVL. Just look for the Dodge logo. That was easy. We need a crankshaft pulley V8 OHV. We need a power steering pump inline 4B. And then idler roller A. Probably going to need some other stuff, but this is what I'm working with for now. Probably a water pump pulley alternator. Yeah, the good old stuff. We need some air conditioning parts too in this game. Gotta have an AC compressor. All that good stuff. Just a regular water pump pulley. Where are you? There we go. Alternator fits up there nice and snug. I like how that looks. We're gonna need another idler roller. And we probably have to put that idler. Yeah, we gotta put that idler on there before any more belts. I don't even know what belts we need, so I'm gonna have to go back to the shop again. Alright, we need an OHVL belt. Hopefully that's the only one. It's probably gonna be down here an S. Serpentine belt. Probably that one. And of course a belt tensioner. I probably should have known that. Is that it for the engine? Other than the back, which we need to do on the vehicle. That is it for the engine. The engine is done. Let's go ahead and drop this vehicle all the way to the ground. Actually, not all the way to the ground. We'll just have it be right on the lowest level on the lift, because we still have to get under and put the drive shaft and transmission in and all that good stuff. But we can go ahead and throw the engine in the back in the truck here. And we don't need the engine stand anymore, so I'm going to go and place that back. But let's go ahead and look in our engine bay. The engine is installed. That looks absolutely beautiful. Looks very clean, very sleek. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out what color I want to paint this. It's got to go with the chrome. It's got to go with the chrome. We'll figure that out here in a little bit. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the underside done. We got to do the exhaust, transmission, all that good stuff. And oh, thank you for shoving me all the way to the back of the dang car game. Really love it when you do that. All right, so we got to get the flywheel, clutch assembly, all that good stuff reinstalled. I don't remember Man, that's a big clutch. Holy cow. Yeah, we're doing a Porsche next. We're going to try to get one that has a V10 in it. The one I have probably has it. The one I bought probably does. I haven't looked, but we're definitely we got to build that. That's going to be a fun engine to build. And the bearing. I believe the gearbox was not salvageable, so we need a V8 OHVL. I'm already in the gearbox tab, that's why it's not working. OHVL. We don't need a V10. Are you telling me there's a V10 version of this, or is that for a different vehicle? There it is. Alright, we're going to need a starter. Let's go ahead and clear the parts notes here. We need a starter V8. We're going to need a exhaust section. We already have a transfer case, so let's go ahead and put that in. And we already have a drive shaft. Let's go and put that in. Apparently we don't have a drive shaft. Oh, that's right, the drive shaft didn't get repaired. Okay. Drive shaft. That is a heck of a... Actually, that's not bad of a drive shaft angle. That's not too bad of a working angle for it. I thought it was a lot worse. It was just on a major angle. Of course, here I am trying to put the starter in. I don't even have one. Starter V8. And then front exhaust section. OHVL. It's going to be Dodge, so let's look for the logo here. Then we need a muffler V8 OHVL and rear muffler. Okay, so I'm just going to type in muffler OHVL. Rear muffler. Just need these right here. It's a middle muffler. And then let's come all the way back here and look at this beautiful... Nice. Oh, this looks so good. Alright, let's drop this thing down to the ground. I don't think we have anything else we need to do under here. Oh, whoops, we have one more thing I almost forgot. Again, game, thanks for shoving my camera where I don't want it. We have a starter to put in. Now we can go ahead and we can drop the vehicle down. That should be all of the under-car stuff. We don't have to do anything else under the car. Everything from here on out is just interior and body. So let's go ahead and we gotta pull the engine cover off real quick. I need to put oil in the engine. That is something that I don't want to forget to do. And there we go. Go and throw the engine cover back on. Probably have to be in the engine bay to do that. Yep. Okay, there we go. Alright, that is done. Let's go and save my game real quick with something I haven't done in a while. Let's clean out the inventory of anything we don't need. Which is going to be all of the engine components. Let's get rid of these shock absorber strut things. 100%. I don't think there's anything in there we need. So extra 500 bucks from broken engine components. It's not a bad bit of money to pocket. Alright, let's go ahead and get the body done. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a Dodge Ram 3500. Let's go to the shop here and start working on some exterior stuff. We're going to have to do interior as well, but I don't know, trying to find the dang right shop. Let's just type in Dodge Ram. We got a 3500. Nice. So we got the left door and the right door. We got the front bumper. Let's see if there's any variations in parts here. Okay, so we got the SRT10. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to go with the 3500, so... let's just do Ram 3500. And that narrows it down to just what we need for our application here, so. Start buying the crap out of everything. Not really paying attention if I'm buying duplicate parts or anything like that. That should be everything. So let's go ahead and start the assembly procedure here. Front window, front fender. Oh, this car is going to look so good when we're done. This truck, excuse me, this isn't a car. We gotta get license plates too. Tinted windows, I will admit, will look pretty good on this thing. Maybe a camper cover or a soft bed cap or something would look good too. And I got these windows here. Is there anything with the rear? Yeah, there is rear windows. Okay. License plates, that is all we need. And then this exterior is done. Let's go to the license plate shop. What are we working with today? Let's go ahead and do Alabama. ×2. We'll go ahead and keep the stock license plate text on there. And let's run around here to the front. Obviously, I have to go back to assemble mode. Alabama. Alright, that looks good. We're going to have to paint this thing. But let's shut the hood. Alright. Wow, this thing is going to look good. This is a nice truck. I really like this. Let's go ahead and work on the interior now. I need to go to interior assemble, but first I need to actually go to normal mode. I need to figure out what kind of seats we're working with. It's probably going to be Dodge seats. Yeah, bench. All of it's 3,500. Okay, so I don't have to go searching and digging through stuff to find it. I'm just going to type in 3,500 at this point. We need a bench. We need 2 seats and a steering wheel. Now we can go into the interior and go into the assembly here. I like that interior color. I'm not going to lie. That looks really good. I need to go to normal mode. Okay. To the paint shop. To the paint shop. Wow, this thing can barely fit in the paint shop. Oh, we have just enough room. We can't even get by it, but it fits. All right. Let's see if we have any liveries for this thing. I don't know if we do. We do have liveries. Oh, wow. There's just a Ram livery on the hood. There's the pinstripe, another pinstripe, no livery. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and go with no livery. We got current and then factory. There's no difference between the two. Let's see here. Saturation is white. How does it look when this thing's black? Honestly, the chrome. Honestly, any color would go good with it. I want to play around with these colors until I find something I like. Alright, I think I'm going to settle on this color here. This is roughly about the same color that my truck is. It's probably different. I don't know the exact, color mixer stuff for mine, but it's roughly about the same color. So I'm going to go with this one. Oh, that looks super good. Let's go and move this back out to the shop here. Alright, this truck is done. Let's go ahead and take a look, make sure we got everything here. We do so far 100% on everything. We're not missing anything. Honestly, anything we're missing will be down here at the bottom. Nope, we have everything. This truck is done. It had 36,000 original miles. We obviously rebuilt the engine, so it is down back to 0. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's start this thing up, and then we're going to take this thing to the off-road track and see what we can do here. Nice. This engine sounds a little different than the other ones. Okay, well. Got a nice roar to it. I like that. I like that. Alright, the interior looks great now that it's fully assembled. I really wish I could see the back seat from here. What if I hit the... Nah, I can't do that. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take this thing out to the off-road track. Where is the off-road track? Having a brain fart here. There it is. We want to take our Dodge Ram 3500. Yes. Alright, we are here at the off-road track. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. Look at this beautiful Dodge Ram. Oh, this thing looks good. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. We're going to go and start with the gradual acceleration. Is there a way to enable four-wheel drive? I don't think four-wheel drive is enabled. But anyway. Let's go and take this thing out. Oh, that engine sounds good. Oh. That was not what I wanted to do. Forgot that my camera change keybind is my brake, so... Or whatever the default controller one is, I can't brake without changing my camera angle here, so... Looks good, looks good. Are we gonna be able to make this jump? No, we're not. We're gonna get, we're gonna get stuck here. And of course, yeah, this might not work with a controller just because of the binding. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can do this. Nope, we can't make it. All right, we're gonna have to switch over to mouse and keyboard here real quick because I can't drive with a controller and have the camera angle changing frequently. That's better. All right, let's see if we can get up here. I don't think we can, but you never know. See if this thing has enough power. Oh yeah, we got four-wheel drive. We got this, no problem. Can we make it up the other way though? That is the question. That's actually too steep. It looks like. We're gonna go down though. Here we go. But the brake lights work. That's so cool. Yep, we're going down. Doesn't let me floor it down the hill here. Okay, well the engine kind of stalled out there on the hill. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I love this thing. This thing would tow, no problem. Going over. Obviously, we're gonna get it stuck if we're not careful here. But man, if this thing had a lift kit. Oh yeah, if this thing had a lift kit. All right. Yeah, this thing is great. This is so not legit. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I love this thing. All right, let's go ahead and head back to the garage now. We've had our fun here. Right second. Let me do this here. Nope, can't. Can't even get over these rocks. It's pathetic. Yeah, can we get up here at least? Yeah, we can get up here. Just barely. Four-wheel drive, do your job, son of a gun. Alrighty guys, that is going to conclude this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comments, and consider subscribing to my channel. This is by far one of my favorite DLC vehicles so far. I do still have the Porsche Dlc to work with, and I've got some other mod vehicles I want to do, so hopefully you guys will be seeing some more car mechanic sim from me in the future. But man, these chrome wheels look absolutely beautiful. I love the color of the truck. I'm really happy I decided to go with this color. And I had a blast on the off-road track. So this one is definitely going to go to the garage where it will stay. We're not going to be getting rid of this one. So let's go ahead and move it to parking. No more space. Parking can handle up to 12 cars at a time. Well, guess what? We're going to have to change that real quick. We're going to have to buy some parking here. Buy parking. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next Car Mechanic Simulator video. Take care.